Hello, everybody. Your show about to come on. Thank you for tuning in. Are you ready? Let's get it. Drop the beat.
Is she a boy? Is he a girl? Is he a boy?
I don't know.
Is she a girl? It don't matter.
No, don't.
It's a world. Let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
Be about it. Butch and Queen podcast.
Ooh, y'all sound good.
It's the Butch and Queen
You don't heard that drink? Hey.
podcast. Butch and Queen podcast.
It's the what?
Butch and Queen podcast.
This one you twerk. Hey. I see you over there twerking. I see you over there twerking. Hey. Pop it. Shake it. Pop it. Shake it. Pop it. Shake it. What's up,
What's
everybody?
Everybody.
We had little technical difficulties. Yeah, it was me because I do the technical things. And it told me something that wasn't true. Well, we want to welcome you to the Butch and Queen podcast.
Yes, welcome.
Where we dispel your thoughts.
While thickening the plots.
And I just want to let you know that I wanted you to like,
Comment.
comment, and subscribe.
All
y'all
that.
do
All
for
that. Can
me?
you do all that for me?
We just want to thank y'all for coming back again. We're so happy to be here today
Yes.
and talk about these toxic relationships.
Yeah, they toxic, girl. They toxic. I don't know. We got a lot to talk about tonight on the Butcher Queen podcast. Welcome, 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 everybody. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. You have made me a little juice.
She need a little juice, honey. She need a little juice tonight. We're going to try to...
Somebody else need to be juiced up. But we ain't gonna say no names. We need to be juicy, y'all.
my God.
But we want to thank you for tuning in.
Tune in.
So we're gonna get started. What you looking at me like that?
Tell somebody.
Tell somebody.
You
what?
about to start?
Yeah, I'm about to get started. What you mean?
Girl, come on. How y'all doing?
So we're gonna get into this small business shout out.
Small business shout out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have been getting so much love on our social media platforms. We are asking you to remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And one day you may be on the show, featured on the show. You never know how it will go on the Butcher Queen podcast. So we wanted to show a little love to a couple people that showed us some love this week. And it's so important that we shout out to small businesses locally, around the world, globally, wherever you are, we're going to shout you out. So we want to send some love out to some of the people that are following us currently. We have K Tig. He is a blogger. You guys check them out. You can follow them on Facebook and other platforms as well. Beards and Beer Podcast. Okay, Beards and Beards Podcast is also on YouTube as well. So remember to like and comment, subscribe, follow them, show them some love as well because they're starting out as well, just like us. And so we want to support everybody that's supporting us, of course. Next, we have Kenny Global. He's a digital creator. Real awesome dude. He was really nice to talk to. So we want to show you some love as well. Also, the House of Queens, LLC, out of Orlando, Florida. She's showing out in Orlando, okay? She does hair. She has clothes. She has lashes. She says all these things. Women, men alike, please check her out. Of course, we'll be sure to post their information and show some love to them as well. We also have 302 Custom Design out of Delaware. You know it's Easter time. So everybody is getting ready for Easter. So next week. So check her out. She is located on Etsy as well as Facebook. She is selling Easter baskets, all things different. Of course, our friend Angel as well. She is also selling information. She's on Instagram. Angel Event. She is on Instagram. I'll check her out also. And last but certainly not least, Creative Quirk. She is located on Etsy as well, on Facebook. Guys, she is somebody special as well because she customized. She has custom jewelry and it's affordable jewelry as well. So we want to be sure to shout them out. That's Creative Quirks. We again will post their information. Our small businesses that we are supporting and that is showing us love, we'll be sure to support them back. So please, we're going to post their information for you to check out their sites as well. Support small businesses, please.
All right.
And remember to like, comment,
and subscribe.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, y'all. I was getting on this because y'all said we an LGBT podcast.
And everything.
But we don't never talk about no LGBT.
We talk about a lot of stuff. You see how people cut
But
up.
I feel like LGBT, it be mixed up in what we talking about.
Listen, it's all in the communication.
We got a new thing, and it's called LGT plus plus plus
Is it
plus
LG?
plus 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 LGBT plus 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 plus
ABCDEFG. Yeah.
So first on the LGBT news, I don't know if y'all know this weekend that Big Booty Judy and
She had to throw that booty in there. Judy
and Big Booty Brad.
Okay. Because she thicker than a snicker too now.
Had a gender reveal.
Gender reveal.
I mean, it's not my thing, but they look cute. It was cute.
It was cute. It was a vibe.
I think how they dressed up was really nice.
It was really cute. I think so as well.
And what did they have? Because I don't know.
What?
Go
you
ahead.
don't know?
Girl, if you don't
They had a boy. They're having a boy. It is a boy. It has been revealed that it is a boy, honey. So
I'm excited for them.
I'm past excited.
Because you know sometimes that's what we be wanting. We be wanting boys. We don't be wanting to deal with no girls. So. But we're gonna get into this next thing right here. That was real quick. It was
cute. Congratulations to the Brad and Judy. We send some love, positive vibes to that baby, bouncing baby boy
pray
on
God
the way.
give y'all strength.
Yes,
because y'all older couple.
Listen, you messy. Don't do it. Showing love. She mad.
I'm not.
You not.
Sexual. I'm genuinely I think I'm actually bisexual. I do like men. I just don't like them like that. I don't want you in my vagina.
Okay, I got you.
I want to be inside of you, sir.
Girl, what the fuck?
What is that?
What? Excuse me, Roxy, play?
That
Reverse.
Is not it.
What?
That is not
Talk to me about it. I need more than it's not it. What are you
that
feeling?
Is not it.
So the young lady was saying, she just was basically letting you know that there's a reverse bisexual situation going on. Where I identify. I don't require such acts of a heterosexual couple. However, I still identify with I find you interesting still, but I just don't desire such activity on the heterosexual side of things. So what you thinking? What you feeling? Help me. Come on, you gotta say more than What you feeling about that?
Shalandis, yes, I see what you mean, honey, because that ain't it.
What do you mean it's not it? How is that not it?
How you gonna invite that young man to the bed?
What's the problem?
So she must not be sleeping with heterosexual males.
I don't know.
Because she would have to gear towards more of a gay male.
Why do you say that?
Because she doesn't want nobody to penetrate her.
But what they got to do with the price of Team and China? Somebody in her life, she might find somebody that's into that sort of thing and say, hey, I'm feeling you. But my question is, do you, if you're reverse, reverse.
Exactly.
So do you actually participate in any?
She just said, she described it.
But you can do other stuff besides penetration.
What is you doing?
Other stuff? It's other stuff to do.
She gonna suck on some straws?
Who? I don't know. Hey, she just said penetration. I'm sorry, she just said penetration. I'm just playing devil's advocate with that thing. That's all she said.
She did just say that.
So that does not mean that she cannot have any form of gratification with a male or female species.
I'm saying this.
Help me.
Y'all leave them men alone.
Why you say that?
Because my thing is, if you sleep with a heterosexual male, okay, he gonna want some.
What?
He gonna want some.
What he gonna want?
He gonna want all this. I
Girl,
know that.
he gotta want your grease and gravy. He might
He gonna want more.
That's what I'm saying. People assume you do not know.
I'm not assuming. I know.
Listen, you do not know what is happening.
I walk the streets of Atlanta, baby.
You don't know.
And I'm warm.
Oh my God. You don't know what's happening behind folks' closed doors, honey.
And I understand.
And so
I understand
she
that.
can totally have a I didn't hear her say she wouldn't have a relationship with a dude. I didn't hear that in her throat. I didn't hear it.
Okay. What is she down? She gonna right. Oh yeah. she gonna suck on some straws. Cause my thing is, he came over. He gonna want something bad.
He may want something bad,
If
but it
he's
may be
heterosexual,
a different
but
type of sexual.
But I'm telling you that
situation.
there is relationships going on.
Correct.
Gay males that are dating studs, and they like to get done up in front of back.
Okay.
And
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
And you know,
live your life.
Some gay males, you know, they have no interest in, you know, using their parts. You know, trying to be clean. But the way but as you can see, where we got that from a heterosexual male. And he was like, basically, you could have life messed up.
All messed up.
Because if you look at it's a YouTube couple that's real famous. Remember I was telling you about it?
Yes.
They date the rapper and they got pregnant.
Shut your mouth and call the law.
And my friend, I ain't gonna say her name, but she called me and told me the tea about that whole relationship. And she said that the first time that they had a baby, they were they had the IV.
IVF.
My bad. They had IVF. The second time they were hinting to IVF, but the tea had came out that this young man was their baby daddy.
Woo.
The rapper. His name Fredo or something like that.
Shut your mouth.
But he's very proud of their relationship. They actually went on a trip just recently. They was holding hands in the picture. So I don't block nobody's blessing.
Listen, do what you do. I ain't got nothing. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to understand this reverse part of that.
Girl,
how is that a reverse?
It ain't no reverse.
That's a part of them pluses. I'm telling y'all, they're going to add that to them pluses.
They always add something up to make it seem a little different.
Yeah.
You bisexual.
Okay. Got it.
Ain't no reverse in it. You might not like with the other part, but you bisexual. So take the reverse out.
That's it. Just take the reverse out.
Let's make
Don't
it
nobody
simple.
know what you're doing behind your closed doors anyway, so it don't even
no
matter.
more pluses. We got enough pluses.
Plus.
Okay, so now we done with y'all LGBT because y'all be confusing
folks, and we just don't understand.
We gonna go into this social media. Okay, so the first story is super sad.
Oh yeah.
I actually watched the video. I don't know if y'all seen the video of the police going inside. They even got the video of her going inside. But these are the 6 victims that passed away. And you see the 3 little kids at the top. They were 9. They have the custodian. Custodian.
Custodio.
And it was like the headmistress and a substitute teacher.
Yes.
That passed away.
Right.
And it's so sad.
Right.
And the girl, she was 28 years old. I don't even want to show her picture. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm emotional about it right now. I can't look at her. But they're saying, this is why I said we're always in the news. They saying that she identified as transgender.
Shut your mouth.
That's what they said. But they were saying a lot of things about this lady that came out and
after the fact.
Yeah.
Right. So we don't know.
We don't know. That's alleged.
So
but they had said on her LinkedIn, she said some type of pronoun. I tried to go on LinkedIn to confirm it. They done swiped her page up.
It's gone.
But they said the young lady, if you watch the video, she actually she drove up to the school. She shot her way in the school. So it wasn't like she, somebody let her in or
she just walked in.
It wasn't a walk-in situation. She shot the school up.
Right.
And they said that the custodial, that's how he got shot.
Yeah.
Because he was towards the front. I don't know if he saw her coming up or what happened.
Right.
But the next the head mistress, they said it looked like she had interaction with her. We don't know if she tried to stop her or she was asking her questions, but they said the way that her body was laid out, she's the one person that had interaction. Now, the other 3 kids, I don't know if they just came out, and they said one of the kids was the pastor's daughter. That was next door. That's why they was trying to say, was it connected to something? Because one of them is the pastor's daughter. I didn't find out which one. Right. But the fact that they were 9.
Right.
And you think about 9-year-olds in your life. They're so innocent. Some of them are bad, but they still have like a little innocence to them.
Absolutely.
So it's just sad that.
And it's unfortunate. They said she was mental. Her parents actually
is cooperating with the police.
Mm-hmm.
They said that she had a gun, and they told her they didn't want her to have a gun because they knew she didn't have it all.
Mm-hmm.
And
she was dealing with mental
issues,
suicidal issues. So the gun was supposed to be gone.
Yeah, so she sold the gun, but they didn't know she had about 7 other guns
at the house hidden.
At the house.
You got to see what folks doing in your house.
If you know your child mental, you go and break in that room because that's your house.
That's your house. Somebody do something. Somebody go check
your
on
house.
And
I'm the only person that's gonna be protected in my house.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go for him. But what's sad is, people are like, because this is a big fight.
Mm-hmm.
This gun violence.
Yes.
And they are really, really
talking about guns. But what is your take on it? Like, what do you think about the situation?
I'm not a weapon person. I don't believe in. I believe weapons should be used for what it is, which is protection.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I definitely think that we need to do something, especially when it comes to mental. She was on paper that she had mental, but there's mental people like me that is able to have, a weapon and is not going to use it in such ways like that. So it's kind of like a touchy, topic. It's very touchy. But I feel like people are, we get to the point we are going to have to stop carrying or the way that they sell it.
No, I don't think that there should be an issue as far as carrying guns.
No, not carrying, like the sale of guns.
That's what I mean. The sale of guns. In order for you to get the gun, you got to, most times, legally get it the legal way. You have to go through certain preliminary things. I get that part. But my issue is not the gun.
It's
not the gun. I do think there should be some restraints as far as the type of guns that we are able to purchase. Because why do we have, why you got AK? Like, why you got major guns?
Yeah, she had them.
I don't understand. Why do we have military style guns out on the street for regular people that are not in those arenas to use?
But I feel like
it's not the gun.
For certain guns, you have to have probably a far as handling classes, which people will probably do that, but some people wouldn't go through all that because a lot of these people are just getting up at night, and say out and buying about 3 guns and then going shooting. I feel like if you haven't taken these certain classes and passed these certain steps, you shouldn't have a weapon.
Yeah, it's not the weapon, it's the person. It's the people.
That's why I say you should have the classes.
I mean, I believe in
a lot of people have weapons and don't know how to shoot anyway.
I'm like, why you bought it if you ain't even training yourself on how to use it? I'm just lost by that. Like, at the end of the day, it's important that we do have the right to bear arms to an extent.
Yes, we do have to have the right.
It needs to be an extent. Just like there's measures on everything, there should be a measure when it comes to the right to bear arms. I'm sorry. Get your gun, cool. But there should be steps for you as it relates to what you do with guns and how you, what kind of gun you should be able to obtain based on the roles you play in society. That's just how I look at it.
Right. That's true.
But so we send so much love and prayer to those families out there.
Nashville,
that is not over.
Tennessee.
It's going to be so much more that is out about this situation. Guys, you never know what is going on.
They said that she had an actual, basically a whole line of places she was going to shoot up.
Like planned.
She had it planned, and it was just so happened the police. And thank God they didn't do like that other school where they waited outside and
just waited and let the massacre occur. It don't make any sense.
They heard them gunshots. They came. They did what they had to do. So I'm definitely shout outs to them.
Yes, and so also Mika said, "Hey D Scorpio." Mika said also, people will still find a way to get guns, so we all need to be prepared to protect ourselves and our kids. I totally agree with that. That is, I just feel like that's going to become a part of people's households. It is what it is. That is going to be a thing.
And it's like you sit there and you think, oh, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach my kids at home.
Mm-hmm.
Being home ain't safe no more.
No,
either.
going outside, walking on the street. That's why
people have guns at home because they're trying to protect their home. So
correct. So
it's
unfortunate, and there's no way to really gauge what's going to happen and what is going to happen. So with that being said, if you're gonna have a gun, people know what you're doing with it, and if you know you are having some mental challenges,
leave that.
Seek the help you can get. Like, it is not
You gotta go
bad
to therapy.
to get help, people. I'm saying it to you. And it's mainly Black and brown people too, especially that have this stigma about mental health, mental awareness, going to see somebody because they're not in your family. Your family ain't going to be able to always talk you through it. Go talk to somebody, go get some help. And especially if you have thoughts that may cause issues, not only for yourself, but you want to hurt somebody else, go talk to somebody. Get the help you need to get because it's available to you on a level like unheard of. It is available to you. So we're praying for them people out there.
Yeah.
We are. It's
We're going
crazy.
to talk about this next. It's about gun shooting too.
Y'all. Woo! This story right here in Old Country Lowndes County. Baby.
In
This right here.
Mississippi.
And let's talk about it.
So I'm going to tell you about it. So, let's start. So it's a lot of alleged. So it said that the young lady, her name's Khadijah Brown, and that's her husband, Jeremy Brown, and they have been married for I'm gonna say 7 years. I believe it's 7 years. Well, Khadijah found out that he cheated on her. Supposedly, this is the alleged part. It was with a man, and it said the TikTok, the Snapchat had said it was her. Facebook said it was her his manager.
His manager. That they had some kind of relationship. Okay. So
she got mad, and then there was a woman too that had DM him or something. So I was about to say something. I ain't gonna say it. So moving on. Saturday morning, he was out. He came home. She wanted him to cook breakfast for the kids. He didn't have time to cook breakfast for the kids, and he was leaving. He came to leave because they had been arguing. And they are known, and the police said they are known for
domestic
violence calling in. They're repeated offenders.
Right.
So the whole video is online. She goes live
Via Facebook.
And starts recording. And she calling him, oh, you don't want to cook for the kids. And the mama comes over. Or she come out the room. And she saying her stuff. As they go on, going back and forth, you could tell they had a little tussle. And then you hear her say, I'm going to kill this bee. Next thing you know, you hear a pop. And everybody started screaming.
All you heard was scream. You didn't see anything because the camera had failed. The phone had fallen down.
Then she says.
What'd she say?
I don't want to go to jail.
Wait. Hold on, church. Somebody help me. Help me, please.
Then they said that the mom runs out the house and say, help my child. Because she done killed somebody.
Right.
So, which is sad, the young man died from one gunshot.
He was just talking now. He was
on there talking, everything.
Gone.
One gunshot. It wasn't a repeated gunshot. It was one gunshot.
One.
And my thing is, couples fight. You gonna fight.
Fight.
Me and Crystal, we
knock it down.
We go through it. When we first got together, we was real bad when we first got together. But now we'll have our once and we'll do a month. We'll have our arguments. We just had one on Saturday.
Yeah, it was a good one too, yeah.
But it'd be on kind of like dumb stuff. We always argue on something.
Tune in to Butcher Queen Podcast After Dark.
She always talking about some after dark. She be asleep. But I'm just saying that the choice that she made, like, I know sometimes you get upset, but I don't care if I even had a weapon in my house.
Right.
If Crystal ain't attacking me, if Crystal ain't threatening my life, I ain't gonna think about that weapon. That ain't even a choice.
Why are we thinking about a weapon, period?
But my thing is, you lead up to that because, and that's where the topic came from, toxic. Because a lot of these relationships that with this relationship is toxic.
Toxic. Okay?
Toxic. To the point that you want to kill. But my thing is, if you found out your mate was cheating on you.
If you walked in and boom, boom, boom. Matter of fact, they was cheating with somebody of the same sex.
The same sex. But for some of y'all, our user would be the opposite sex.
Yes.
So you come in the house.
And
And you see your woman or
Or
your man,
Mm-hmm.
and they with the sex that either they supposed to be with or not supposed to be with,
You it's there.
you might lose your mind.
What do you do?
Now, see, I'm gonna
Somebody
tell
gotta
y'all.
tell me what they'll do out there.
I'm
Somebody
gonna
gotta
tell
me.
y'all what y'all do.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Let me tell you something.
What would you do?
I went to, I had I was driving without a license,
Mm-hmm.
and I got pulled over. Georgia don't play that, and I went to jail because I had to wait till somebody come pick me up, and they took their time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't ever want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
My little 2 hours I was in there, I thought I was in there for about 3 months.
Okay.
So I won't ever choose that.
Yes.
That's not a choice.
That's not a choice. But
now I will tear up some walls.
You will.
I will throw a lot of plates down on the ground.
At the ground. But even
but
that's
you know
dangerous.
what? With that right there,
Mm-hmm.
I would throw it on the ground. I wouldn't throw it in anybody.
Yeah.
With that, I probably would be so hurt. I would have to just leave. You know how some people respond in a place where the hurt because it'd be just so much. Like you like, this is just too much, right?
No.
Like I would have to walk out.
You would leave?
I would have to walk out the door. Now I don't know what I'll do if I come back, but
what would I do? Let's see.
You would you probably
listen
like,
for one thing. No. No. Because I'm like, I got a future. So because I have a future, I'm not even gonna do that with you.
Ooh,
but let's be very, 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 very clear. If you touch my anointing, you might get your anointing touched. Now I'm just being honest. If you touch my anointing, I be like, listen, if you come for me, you better make sure you together. And I'm a whole half a body disabled person. But please believe I'm stronger than the average bear. I'm just saying, if I catch you in mid
doing reversal bisexual.
Listen, we gonna be a reverse bisexual. Come on, okay. So if you out there doing reverse, baby, let me gonna tell you now on the camera, Lord be with you as we pray. I don't know, because I would be a liar to sit here and say that I would just be able to walk away from a scene like that. I would be a liar if I would say that, but I would have to try to think through the process, because I'm like, okay, if I catch you doing something, Miss Lady, you for one thing, you Michael Jackson bad to even try. But since that's what you choose to do, I don't know how I would react. But as far as violence, like where I am causing bodily harm in a way that it can cause death, baby, I got a future. Crystal's not going to do that. I'm sorry. I can't. I gotta go. See you. You're bad. But you know what? In some cases, I have been in situations where cheating wasn't the end all. I'll be lying and say I have experienced some cheaters in my life, and it was not the end. We were able to get through it. So what would you do? Can you get through it?
Tashonda said, I just can't do time for nobody. I mean, no everybody.
Okay, nobody. Okay, say it again for the people in the back that didn't hear you. Okay.
Shalanda said, if my properties, both individuals have 5 seconds to get the fuck out. My shit.
Listen, you Michael Jackson bad if you at my house. You are just all the way bad, honey.
Well, me, I don't do cheating at all. I just don't do cheating because you had time to think about me. You had time to think about me. Look, you got me. My nose turned red. I ain't even drinking. My nose turned red.
You upset? You emotional?
Woo!
Emotional make you cry sometimes.
Crystal get caught cheating, baby.
Listen,
I'm
telling you now, it's going down. Meet me in the trail. I'm telling you. You call her, and I'll be like, you better come on up here. You better come get her. You better come get her. I'm just telling you. But seriously though, people, this situation where that was to the point, that was like at the highest level. If you listen to that conversation, everything that occurred with that young lady and that young man, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, she was wrong. She was wrong.
And the thing is, like, okay, you're thinking about your consequences.
Yeah, she want to say, I don't want to go to jail. Well, ma'am, did you think of that when you was holding that gun?
Let's just think about it. Let's turn it around.
Okay.
What if she was really getting beat up?
Yeah.
What if Jeremy was putting them hands on her
before this incident?
Every single week.
Every week.
Now you are in a situation where you have to prove
your innocence.
Because when you was recording on Facebook,
That young man wasn't doing that.
That young man didn't say what he didn't say anything.
He kept saying, "You keep your hands off him." That's what he
Get
kept
your hands
saying.
off me. It's like he played. If that was the case, he played you to the left before he left.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
And that's why when things go down, you have to sit and really think about stuff, because at the end of the day, you got to think about the consequences.
Yeah,
she is going down. They set her bail. Her bail is $750,000. So 10% of that is $75,000
all day.
She from Mississippi.
I'm just saying.
So
I'm just saying it's going down. She's charged with murder.
Green something.
And she recorded her own
demise.
She because if she didn't have that proof, she might have had a piece of leg up based on their domestic history. Mm-hmm. But Miss Ma'am, it sounded like you was the one with all that thought. You was the one sounding like you were the abuser. You were the one sounding like you was doing everything to that man. And even if this was the one day you was fed up, this was the one day you made to choose to see, because you ain't choosing the last time because he been alive this whole time. So you chose to then record it, right. Not forgetting you got it on record. Let's just call a spade a spade. She forgot she was recording. Miss Ma'am just was going. And here we have it, folks.
Because she sounded
You have recorded your own confession. Like, she recorded her own confession. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. So, I don't know what else to say about that. But Miss Ma'am,
I got something to say.
What you got to say?
Hold on, y'all. Let me play this.
What you got to say?
I got this from Miss Shirley.
Listen, what she said to you?
Hold on, y'all.
Y'all, we get some of the crazy stuff in our mailboxes. It's hilarious, child.
Hold on.
What'd she say?
It's not playing. Hold on.
What'd she say?
Hold on, Crystal. Golly.
Yes, her mama did get out of the house. She totally, D Scorpio, she totally gave self-incriminating evidence. She sure did.
Okay, hold on.
My mama said it.
No, she said it to me.
Off of Facebook. Yeah. Keep your business, people.
Off of Facebook.
Why do y'all gotta tell these folks everything in your life?
Going live.
Stop going live. Stop going live. Help that person you see on the ground. Do something besides saying, "Hey, I ain't gonna call 911."
Fighting.
Yes. Fighting, arguing.
Change your life.
Listen.
Keep your business off of Facebook.
Keep it off Facebook.
Now, talk about changing your life. We're going to shout out this lady right
Come on,
here.
shout out.
Black China.
Black China. I mean, talking about on Instagram, Facebook, anything. Like OnlyFans, she does it all. She is a what? Brand.
She is a brand.
Whole brand.
Well, Black China.
What she do?
She got saved.
Saved?
Yes.
Shut your mouth.
She done came
saved from
to the Lord.
Did she come to the Lord?
She done came to the Lord.
That's what she said, y'all. She coming to the Lord's.
And, okay, so she got saved. She had a baptism.
Okay.
Got dipped in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dipped in the water.
First thing she did after being released, I was like, "Woo!" She really stayed, because this would have took me a while to do.
What?
She closed her OnlyFans.
She shut it down. Okay. She shut down.
You know, Black China was making the most money
on OnlyFans. Okay. She shut it down. She said, "I don't need them coins no more." The Lord said, "No, I will provide in another way."
Let me tell you something. I knew she was saved then. I said, she ain't playing.
She ain't playing. She ain't playing about this save thing, y'all.
I'm going to tell y'all how much she made. Go ahead.
While she telling how much she made and all, baby, let me tell you what she has done. She has not only changed the shape and the stuff that was inside of her body to enhance her body. That's including stuff with her face, stuff with her body, stuff with her booty. All the things that made Black China. She is starting to remove those elements.
They said Black China.
What, huh?
I'm trying to see what year this was.
This
said 2023.
Okay.
It said Black China earns almost $20 million
$20 million on
per
month.
month.
Do you hear me?
Ooh,
Y'all don't
Lord.
hear me.
I would have had a tussle, Lord. That's why you ain't giving me no OnlyFans.
Listen,
I had to
a
shout on that
month.
one.
Y'all don't hear me. Put that in your throat. A month. 20 million a month
Ooh,
on OnlyFans. And she shuts it down. Now, what I would say is that interest off the money that she be, I'm just saying, she is going to be comfortable from the OnlyFans platform.
Yeah, she wasn't spending like that.
She wasn't doing that. She changed up everything, how she do things, who she's associated with.
They said she reportedly made $240 million on OnlyFans in
2021. Okay, 2021. So you already know that's increased since then. So I'm trying to let you know the lady has ran a check, but the Lord is still gonna provide. So that young lady also, what she do?
So we got a picture of the tattoo. I don't know if y'all remember. She got this tattoo. I think it's been like 4 years ago, and everybody was going crazy because if you look at it, it's the devil. I forgot what his name.
Yeah,
Baphomet.
Yeah, you're right. Something like that. Yes.
But she got it removed off her body.
Shut your mouth.
Now you know what? That don't mean nothing to me right there. Like that OnlyFans being closed.
Listen.
Can I get the password?
Listen.
Black China.
Matter of fact.
Can you send me the password?
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay.
And they might think I got a little Botox in my, I work
Girl, listen. But honestly, we really are proud.
Angela White.
Listen, her name is Angela White now. She no longer wants to be known as Black China.
She said Black China is still there.
It's still a brand.
That's her working
brand.
Mm-hmm. Because she got into acting. I don't know if y'all saw Secret Society.
Yeah, she's into acting.
She's in two.
Yeah, she did
good in that. She did real good.
She's been doing a really good job on some things. And you're right.
Yeah, she probably invested it. She did.
Hey, Mika, welcome.
She did.
But yes, that.
But shorty, we need that password, baby.
But listen, she has gotten her just due from that, and she's opting to change her life. Now, honestly, she can live off that for the rest of her life from that platform alone, from the interest alone. She can live off that. So, shout out to Black China with the change. But my question is, do you think it's gonna stick?
I'm praying
it does. I think it's a good move. As you get older, do you think you'll just
First of all, I changed.
What? Yeah, you have. Girl, you are an example. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she
But I've been saved.
Listen.
Even when I was stripping, I was saved.
She was out there, y'all. She was out there.
I always talk about the Lord.
Butch and Queen podcast after dark. But
I'm
seriously,
always talk about Jesus, baby.
Yes, but honestly, we are so proud of you. Shout out to Black China. Everybody, you don't see a lot of coverage on this, but please believe a little bit. But in comparison to her past and the things she used to do, you would see that everywhere. So we want to show her some love tonight.
All right, Angela, call me, girl.
Angela.
All right, we about to get into this. We got a couple of things. We got a couple of things we want to talk about.
It's about to go down.
Is it? Or
it is.
Just
I got the energy for it tonight. Let's go. Mm-hmm.
The older I get, let me know if y'all feel this. The older I get, the less I want to convince people to come along.
How y'all feel about that?
The older you get, the less people I care to come along.
I got that from Shanetta.
Shanetta Kimble, shout out to sis. Listen, help me understand that. What do you feel about that, Tiffany?
That's true. I don't beg for friendships like I used to. I don't. It's certain people that I care about. It's certain people that I love. Mm-hmm. It's certain people that, yes, I do want them to be there. But it's certain people I be like, girl, I mean, I got my fave too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got Shorty and I got Angel.
Mm-hmm. And Jamie.
And Jamie. But Jamie's another section of friendship.
Mm-hmm. You got sections?
Yeah, so Angel and Shorty and Angel is together.
Mm-hmm.
Then me and Jamie.
Mm-hmm. So that's how you share your friends.
I section my friends
She
off.
section her friends off. No, seriously.
Now, I try to bring y'all together as one, but I know all of y'all are messy. So sometimes I have to keep y'all
compartmentalized.
Yes.
But yes, no, seriously,
no, but for real, as I get older,
mm-hmm.
my temperance,
Mm-hmm.
things that get on my nerves, or if I see somebody do something, I'm just not prone to be like, before, I remember, I always tell you this story. When one of my friends, they stopped being my friend, I cried.
Cried a river.
I was in
Cry me a river.
But now if somebody, I lose a friend, I'm like, oh, well, what y'all doing tonight? You know, I'm
moving
on.
on.
I'm moving on because,
Yeah.
especially if I'm going to look at myself and see what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
But if I haven't done anything.
In your eyes, that's your perspective, though. See, this is how it go down. It's all about perspectives, people. It is all
but
about
my thing is,
perspective.
If I have hurt you,
if you've hurt me,
please, and this is where that come from. If I have hurt you,
mm-hmm.
I'm about to be 45 years old. Please come talk to me.
We grown.
We grown. We could talk about it. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm not gonna get upset.
I might.
Now I might. You know what? I take that back because depending on what
yelling.
you coming at. Well, depending on what you coming at me about. Cause I'm a yell.
Mm-hmm.
But Crystal knows some people. The only person I yell at, it'd be her.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I really,
she got time
care
for me.
Yeah, no, I care.
Mm-hmm.
But some of my other friends, I'm like, girl.
I'm not arguing.
I'm not arguing.
I'm not doing it.
Because I got into a point where I'm just.
She's so on her zen tonight. Let me tell y'all something.
Girl, boo,
for me, she's on her zen.
I'm positive.
For Crystal, Tanita,
this one right here,
listen,
likes to argue.
No, I don't like to argue. What I do like to do is, if there is a position for me to take in my friendships, I think it's imperative for you to know. Now, my issue is that if we are close, if I care about you, if you are on my list of care, is what I would call it. At the end of the day, I'm going to care about certain things about you, how I care about you, the way I treat you, X, Y, Z. And I get hurt when I put you on that list. You sound special. Because I'm going to go all the way out for you as I would expect the same thing back. But at the end of the day, I'm not Key Sweat begging nobody no more. I'm not. You don't want to be cool with me? Fine. Like, I used to be at a point where I felt like it was horrible. I lost my friends, some of the closest people. I'm telling you, some of the closest people I thought we would still be right until I turned 75. Gone, like in sync. Okay, gone. And it's nothing I can do about it. I cannot make nobody be cool with me. And that's where I had to learn to accept it. I had to learn to accept that everybody not going to always be on that friend train with me. And that's okay.
But see, I learned that early because, you know, in church, they always say, there's seasons,
right?
And then my granddad and my uncles used to talk about leaves and branches and roots, and stubs. I
got all of that.
So I understood that some of these people was just leaves, even though I might have enjoyed everything about them. I know that, and then I have friends that I might not talk to them for a long time.
Yes,
but when we hook up, we laughing and talking like. Nothing, you know, it's just an amazing time.
Right. So Tashonda said, I can be social with anyone in an outside environment, but I don't invite many people into my home. I just can't handle certain energies. Yeah, I agree with that too. I totally agree with that. You sometimes have to protect your energy. For me, I feel like my space is my space, and my energy is going to be the energy that I decide for it to have.
She is a party girl.
So I am going to, the devil can sit there and I'm going to just look at you like, okay. Like, it's just like, I'm not going to allow it to dictate the energy in my house, period. I'm not going to do it. Shalanda said, yes, my list of care friends, I'll talk it out. If I care, I'll try to talk it out, but I can't make you turn a leaf. I can't make you. You have to then decide, hey, do you want to have this relationship? Do you want to keep this relationship going? Yeah. And I'm just believing that people have to learn to just accept what it is. I think that's what I've had to deal with. Accept what it is. I can't force you to be my friend. I can't buy you. I can't take you on long walks apart. I can't do that.
Sometimes I've noticed too, and this is for me, because I remember I was that bad friend. When I was younger, I was that bad friend. When I say bad friend, I used to tell a lot of jokes. And I used to joke so much to the point where I might say a joke and it wasn't tasteful. So a lot of people would be like, I don't, get mad at me. And I'm like, why? It was a joke. But not realizing I hurt their feelings.
Correct.
So I'm like, and then they had to distance themselves from me. But I had to take time to myself and realize can't joke with everybody.
Nope.
Not about everything. It's certain people that you could joke about everything. Like I'm the one of them people you could joke about everything with me. You could talk about my weight. We're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna have a good time. But then you go to this one over there, you start talking about certain things, and you ain't give her the memo that we're gonna be talking about it. She gonna be mad.
I'm be 38 hot.
So it's just sometimes some people have to take time out to themselves and find themselves out, and they come back. That's why sometimes I don't argue with a lot of people about certain things, because I give you that space to go grow up and then come back, and then we can start being friends all over again.
Yes, Tamika also says she's sectioning her friends off too. A lot of people do that. I mean, it's a compartment. Some friends, we do certain things, and like Tashana said, seasons, reasons, lifetimes. That's nothing but a fact. Like sometimes it's like you have to take those times out, and you know who can hang with who and what you can do this. And I just was always social. Compared to Tip, she's just not that social type of person.
No, I was social.
She was a social light though. But yeah, as far as
I'm social, yeah. I'm very social. I'm social. But my thing is, as the years went on, I had I learned about friendship.
Right.
Like who is not my friend, who is my friend. Because at one point, I was very trusting. Like I was trusting. I would leave, I'd get a whole bunch of money and leave it on the table, and wouldn't think nobody would touch it, because I wouldn't touch it. It don't belong to me. So why would I touch somebody's money? But everybody ain't like that. You can't leave money around people.
It's crazy. So, it's a crazy thing. So it's just all about
it's about learning and just growing. But as you get older, let me tell you something. You're gonna tell the truth more. What I have learned since I've been 40. I tell the truth more. I don't sit around and lie with nobody. I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
Yes. No,
I'm not.
I said yes. I'm listening.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you was.
She be ready. You see how she be ready? That Gemini. Somebody said it.
But I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And then if you don't want to deal with me, I understand.
I bid you adieu.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go on about my business. But what you're not gonna do is we're not gonna separate, and then you're gonna try to say some lies about me.
Now they gonna do that anyway. Now that's street.
Oh, baby,
that's street committed. Let me tell you about that street committed. That's street committed. My granny would say that's street committed. They gonna tell it, honey.
Because I'm gonna tell the truth.
It is what it is. But what you got, girl?
Okay, we're gonna go to this next one.
Y'all gotta see this.
Saying no. Start telling people you gotta go somewhere else and get it. Stop giving people handouts. Stop saying how, God want me to be nice and give what I got. No, he don't. God's saying, look, you can say no. This is yours. I've given this to you. Why you think you be so alone all the time? Because God is basically saying, I don't want you around a lot of people all the time, because they're going to use you. You don't even know nothing about what I can see. They're going to use you fuck.
Whew.
You start first.
Girl, let me tell y'all something. People, places, and things. I don't care if it's in the workplace. I don't care if it's at home. I don't care if it's with your boo. I don't care if it's with your friend. I don't care who is with. Sometimes you got to learn to say, hell no. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's where I'm at with that. I feel like at some point in life, I have been a victim of it. Sometimes in life, you got to realize your intention may be one intention, and you see the qualities, the good, the this and the that, and you want it like this, and I got to do this, and I got to help you, and I got to do this, and you feel like you're totally fulfilling the world, right? Let me help you. Yes, you may, because everybody's not this. We're not saying everybody's a user, because we've all used one another some way, point, or time. It's the abuse of use. That's the problem. The abuse of use, which becomes a problem. But then we can always blame the other person. I can always blame the other person. But what am I doing? Did I open up my pocketbook and say, here, when it comes to money, did I open up my heart and just let you walk out? Oh, listen, what part did you play in the situation to where you can say, oh, they used me up and they just left me on the wayside? Listen, no, you played a part in it too. Some stuff is unconscious. You don't even know it's happening. But then guess what? When them bells, I don't know how many flags you need, honey, how many signs or wonders you need, but sometimes, listen, it ain't always the person. And you trying to look good for somebody, you trying to support and think you the best thing that gonna make them do right, but just because you give don't mean they gonna do right by you. Right. And then on top of that, guess what? It's okay to say no. Do not put yourself in situations.
Sometimes it's hard though.
I don't care. I'm learning that. And the only reason why I can speak so strongly now is because I'm learning that. I got burnt so many times, y'all. I don't know why I'm not crispy, honey. I don't know why I ain't crispy chicken at KFC, baby. Because I have been burnt. But I allowed some of that, though.
Yeah, you allowed it because...
I'm sorry, I allowed some of that.
Sometimes you, it's like, you can't, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's rejection, the fear of rejection, or what it is that keeps you from saying no. Or if it's you internalizing, you're like, I don't want nobody to tell me no. So why I'm gonna tell this person no? I don't know what it is.
Honey.
But guess what?
Yes.
After so many times, you gonna learn how to say no. And then when you say it,
see, that's the part. You got, come on, preach
deliverance is in the room. You hear me?
Listen.
Hey.
Because then you then become a realist in a sense. You be like, wait a minute.
Because at the end of the day, I know for a fact, you know, because I love everybody. I want to help everybody.
Everybody I can. Everybody.
I want to help everybody. Mm-hmm. So when somebody comes to me and asks me something, I'm like, okay, you know, yeah, you know what? I got it.
Yeah.
It ain't no hurtful thing, you know, blah, blah, blah. But then you got to look at the person. Sometimes I had to go back and like, wait a minute.
Just look back over.
I think
I be like,
I done did something for this person before and they burnt out of me.
Okay.
Hell no.
No.
And why do you feel comfortable coming back?
Listen, but they comfortable because of what? Things
that you get.
And it's a good thing. Let me say this. Let me put this disclaimer. It's a good thing that people are comfortable enough to come to you for things. That's a quality. I don't care what nobody say. That's a quality.
You know what my dad always said? He said, like when he gives something, the fact that you're able to give to somebody and have it is a blessing. And that's how you should look at it.
Right. It is a blessing.
It's just the fact that you got it. But also
there has to be a filtration system. Okay? It has to be, because you will find yourself, and we're not just talking money. Financial is the ultimate of ultimate. It's the dynamics of a lot of situations. So we're not just talking financial. I'm talking about emotion. Your time is your productivity, people. And at the end of the day, when you constantly, oh, yes, I'm going to do this. Oh, yes. And you know you burnt and spit and just and will still say yes. Wait a minute. Who is on then?
Sometimes y'all got to say no to your kids.
Listen.
No.
You have to say no to your partners. You got to say no. You want to give them everything in the world on this side of creation, baby.
Like
no.
Today, she got mad at me today because I had came up there with some cheese puffs. Mind you, I share all the time. I'm a sharer because my mom, Marianne Wilson, taught me how to share, and I know Shirley taught her how to share too. Yes, I do, because you know that. Don't be lying on here. But anyway,
she an only child.
And I know how to share. That's one thing she taught me, is how to share. No, that's her. She is the baby girl. And guess what?
After dark.
Baby girl. And she acts like it.
Okay.
But anyway, I had my little Cheetos out and she put her hand. She just reached over. She didn't ask.
And you know what she did?
I popped her hand.
Popped my hand like I was 2 years old. So y'all, I almost lost my mind. You know why?
But you know what? Let me tell you, before you start, when you tell somebody no, you see how they truly feel about you. When I say this young lady cut up,
I cut up. So why did I cut up?
Because she's a baby.
No, that's not why I cut up.
Yes,
let me help you. Let me tell y'all why I cut up. This is to the meat of it for real. Oh, the reason why I cut up is this. Anytime Tanita comes about and does things, she always keeps this person and most people in mind. So if I get something, before I came up the steps, I might have called you and asked you what you wanted. I may then not only call to ask you what you wanted, I might have just brought you something because I wanted something. And I know eventually You might want it too. So that's my breed. Now that's just me. That's that Frank Turner in me right there. Okay, I'm gonna make sure if I'm eating, baby, you always gonna eat. Okay, that's just what it is. But I say that to say all this. We're using that example because something as small as that. It's like you want reciprocation, people, of what you provide. But guess what? There's no way for a person in your life that's a friend, a coworker, a boss, anybody to know what you desire if you don't what?
Say it.
Say it.
So you gotta ask. But there's some people who just ask all the time.
Listen.
And then there's some people, when they ask, they expect you to do it.
Expect it.
But when you tell them no,
they mad.
You need to. It's okay to be mad. Somebody tell you no. It
what
is.
You mad for? Because I said no this time.
Listen.
Girl.
I'm not talking about a mad. You could be disappointed if somebody tell you no because you wanted them to do it. But when you go into a full tantrum, because some people, when you tell them no, you find out how they really feel about you.
You find out. You
really do.
You do. You find out.
That's why you need to start telling people.
Try it. Try it in your life.
And then wait for that response.
Wait for that response.
Now, the response I got today was when I said no. She ignored me, but she went downstairs.
But guess what I did?
Hold on, can I finish?
Girl, you better tell that because you just.
I was about to, but you damn girl. She went downstairs and she made me something to eat. Okay, that's what I was about to say, but you can't goddamn say nothing. Excuse me, Lord. Can't say nothing.
No, but
she
seriously,
be all
but honestly, that's where those toxic relationships are sometimes. Like sometimes you have to have a place where you realize your worth just as important that is they have worth. Yeah. And you have to balance it out. And when you see that it's gonna always be situations
where somebody's giving more.
Somebody's giving more than the other.
But you know what I learned? Because a lot of people always talk about their scale. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now Crystal is a cleaner. She's a cooker. And she do little things around the house. She's a decorator. I build you up. I'm telling you, love you. I'm singing songs. I'm dancing. Do Crystal do those things? She does sometimes, but not really. That's not her personality. So you can't say somebody. You have to look at a person as a whole. And that's what I feel like people go wrong when they're in relationships and they're toxic. Because I remember I was in a relationship and when I broke up with the person, I was so sad.
You was devastated.
I was depressed. I was, oh Lord, what am I?
Help a lot.
Who gonna love me?
Yes.
Who gonna love Tip? Then one day I had to sit and think about that thing.
Did you look back over your life?
I had to look back over my life. And I was like, you know what? I wanted to get out of that relationship so bad. Why am I here? About to lose everything in my life because I was depressed over a relationship that wasn't feeding me
appropriately.
Yes, it was bringing me down.
Right.
But I was sitting there because of the actual, just the word relationship, being with somebody.
Right.
And I feel like that's where people get stuck.
Yeah. Because
they're with somebody.
And I believe that you should never. I'm not a give up kind of person. No, I don't like to give up. I don't believe in.
But you never give up on yourself.
Yeah, you never give up on yourself. And I think that sometimes we get lost in the sauce because we want relationship. We want this person to like us so much.
Right.
We want them to be so cool with us. We want that friendship. We want that relationship. We want that partnership. We want work to be perfect. That's not reality.
It's not.
That is not reality. And I've had to teach myself constantly that, Crystal, you can't do it all. You can't do it all.
So
somebody got to do it for you. Somebody got to do it for you.
I'm like, girl, go sit down.
Yes, you can't do it all.
My thing is, because she would want to do stuff for me. And I'm like, but the thing is, if you are doing so much stuff that you're making yourself weary,
you need to think about it.
How are you doing something for me?
Because it's not going to make things, it's going to create an imbalance. Yeah. It's going to create an imbalance. So
you have to, the balance is looking at yourself. And
you got to examine yourself. Self-care is what I'm learning right now. Right now, I am learning that
we have a friend who spent $80.
Okay.
Getting her nails done, putting oranges on the bottom of her feet.
Okay.
And she went by herself.
But guess what?
That's self-care.
That's self-care. Whatever you need to unwind the mind. Because again, the mind, I'm telling you, it will take you in places that not even going on. It'll make things happen. It will ruin relationships. It will mess up friendships. It will mess up. I'm telling you, everything we're saying, you can apply it to just about every part of your life. I'm saying we all have toxicity in us. We all have toxic moments. I don't care who you are, who you get with. You can go get with somebody new today. I promise they got about 10 things wrong with them that you're not going to like. It's going to come down to compromising, working together, and not only that, identifying the things that are necessary to make the relationships work. Stop giving up the ghosts all the time, but don't be no fool neither. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And so the key is in not being foolish and making those kind of actions is trying your best to be your best. Because all you got is your best. I can't give you nothing else. And at that point, you're starting to deplete yourself because you're so focused on trying to please and make somebody happy and all of these things. Are you happy? Can we break it down? Are you getting what you need? Are you just saying, oh, I'm going to just deal with this? And no, we're not dealing no more. 2023, we're not
single for life.
We ain't dealing with it. We ain't dealing with the foolishness.
Tamika talking about she going to be single for life.
Girl, no. You're not going to be single for life. Let me tell you something.
You is a good
Let me tell you something.
You is a good
She's
catch.
a great catch, guys.
She cook,
clean, and do the windows.
And she work.
Okay? At the end of the day, what I need people to understand that people are not required to do nothing for you. They not.
And you know what? She got that from me. Because I tell her that all the time.
Yeah.
I always tell her, I say, you know what? I have realized. Because, you know, people, I look at people and they be mad at their moms. They be mad at their dads. And I think about it. I be like, at the other end, I look at their parents. And I be like, their parents is actually some good parents, you know? Yeah. Because your parents don't got to take care of you.
No.
It is parents out there that have given up on their children.
Yeah.
So people don't got to do what you think they got to do
for you. They don't.
They don't got to do
nothing for you. We are in a society where you think somebody got to take care of you, got to treat you.
Your mama don't got to take you to work. Your mama. So those little things. That's what. If you start looking at the world like that, you'll become more grateful.
Yeah.
Over the things that people do for you.
Yeah. You'll start to appreciate things so much more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like sometimes and I don't think people will be single for life. I think it is an option on how we pick on the levels of compatibility. That is what happens. It's not really about if you want.
Because I wasn't dating brown skinned girls no more.
She said it. And guess what? That was my entry into her conversation. Because no, why you gonna say what brown skinned girls? You know how many brown skinned girls in the world out here? Don't chalk it up your experience with somebody else to affect the past or the future experiences that you may have. Because guess what? Brown skin. Look at that. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So everybody, I just want everybody to say, if it's toxic, find out why. Just because it's toxic, it may be simply because they don't know how to treat you. They don't know what to do. They don't know what you need. But guess what? Closed mouths ain't never got fed from where I'm from. So you got to be able to make somebody know something.
So he said, I don't have staying power and coping abilities for people's BS.
And see, shorty, that's not fair. You know why? Because somebody is dealing with your BS. So
that's what you had to think
you
about.
You got to do your checks and balances with that. Now, I didn't say put up with anything. But if the person doesn't know how to adequately because everybody wasn't raised in the same house, y'all. We weren't raised in the same house, and we all have different brains, chemical imbalances, all kinds of stuff in this world. So with that being said, we have to identify what are the qualities on how can I help if this is my person. How can I make this situation where, hey, I've made the attempt to, number one, make them aware of my needs. Number two, not only making them aware of my needs, giving them time to adjust to the needs you have identified. Oh my God. That is the biggest part. And number three, listen, realizing when it's not for you. Some stuff ain't for you. You can't force a shoe that don't fit.
That's true.
Okay, because guess what? You'll be hurting all day in them heels, okay?
But sometimes you're in a relationship and it's okay. But you like, this ain't me.
This ain't how this go. Like, no. Relationships are enhancements. They do not take away. They don't.
They don't take
and
away.
I had to learn that. They don't take away.
It's like when you get with that person, every relationship book that I read about different couples, that person helped them build to something better. It was an elevation.
We're building an empire.
Right.
That's it. We building. And guess what? We might get there slow. We might be crawling, however it is. And that's even in friendships and even in your work life.
Even in your friendships.
Like, come on.
Because it's not just everything. It's your friends. Like, when y'all get together, it's just a creation that happens when y'all get together. And
it's like every time we link up, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And you feel fulfilled. Yeah. And that is how you are supposed to feel in your situation.
In your relationship.
That's it. You feel fulfilled and you don't feel like you taken away from yourself. Yeah. That's it. And so we're just saying all this to say we're about to close out the show, but we want you guys to know that toxic is not okay. We have toxicity, period, in our lives. But how can we improve upon that? When you know you ain't doing right, try to fix it. And at the end of the day, people that are allowing people in your life, friends, relationship, workplaces, whatever the case may be, if you're trying to fix it, allow that person an opportunity to fix it. Yeah. And if they don't do right,
if you keep opportunity
and over and over again,
let it go.
Count one for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I got to then start choosing me. And when you start choosing me, let me tell you, when you start choosing you, y'all.
Oh, yeah. When you start choosing you, you realize, okay, this is for me. This is not for me.
This is not for me.
It's going to speak to you.
It's going to speak to you.
Your body going to speak to you.
Right.
Very loud.
You should never feel any damage. You should feel enhancement. Always remember, if you don't remember nothing else we said tonight on the Butcher Queen podcast, always remember, it should always enhance, not cause harm. Not cause harm, okay? So, like, comment,
and subscribe
to the Butcher Queen podcast. Guys, we are going to get bigger and better. Tell somebody and tell somebody and tell somebody else to like, comment, and subscribe to the Butcher Queen podcast. We will be bringing other people on this platform to talk about these issues that are happening in our world today. So we love you guys. Anything else, too?
No, ain't nothing else.
Nothing else?
Tune in next week.
Next week. We love y'all. Smooches.
Get your kids in the movies. Hello, everybody. Your show about to come on. Thank you for tuning in. Are you ready? Let's get it. Drop the beat.
Is she a boy? Is he a girl? Is he a boy?
I don't know.
Is she a girl? It don't matter.
No, don't.
It's a world. Let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
About it. Butcher Queen.